Welcome back to Oblivious Maximus. I'm one of your hosts, Ben Searle. Joining me as always is
Aaron. I'm right here.
How you going today, mate?
Great. We're so ahead of ourselves with podcasts right now. We've started off the year crazy.
Yeah, I think if you're listening to this, we recorded this a month ago, which is really good for us. Yeah, I don't know. Tell us what's happening in the world now. I don't know.
Fill us in.
Yeah.
In the comments. We've got most of the band L.O.W in here with us. So whip around, introduce yourselves.
G'day, I'm Luca, play bass in L.O.W.
I'm Dave. I talk in L.O.W sometimes.
I'm Brad. I play guitar.
Sick.
Welcome. Big weekend in Melbourne. Just saw you guys at a different show last night, so didn't make it out to Baronia. Sorry, I know I was judged for that, but
it's fine. We didn't understand where Baronia was, so when we got there, we were like, "Oh, I get it. Why no one's coming? Like, we understand this perfectly."
It is. I guess I grew up out that way, so I was like, it's sick that there's a venue out there. But when I was growing up, there was a bunch of little venues around, but it was just purely all ages thing. So it's sick that something like that's happening out there, but pretty far.
It was far, and because I don't know if it's fires or just road closures in general. We couldn't just go on a freeway. We had to keep.
Oh, they're redoing that whole the Eastern Freeway to get out there is all under construction.
Yeah, so we were just going through suburbs, getting on a patch of freeway and then getting back off and we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Really getting a tour of the Melbourne, just deep suburbs.
Well, we went past, I was talking to Ash from Grim Reality about it at the show, and I'm like, we went past this massive Westfield, and he's like, Shopping Town. I'm like, that can't be the fucking name of the place. He's like,
yeah, Shopper.
It's legit. We're from Wollongong. There's that's even bad by our standards.
The pub over the road's called the Shopping Town Hotel.
Checks out.
People couldn't believe that when people first started coming to shows at Tuggeranong Youth Centre in Canberra, they were like, it was right across the road from the mall there, which is called the Hyperdome. And they're like, no way is that the name of the place. I was like, oh yeah, it's the Hyperdome. No, it's just a Westfield. No, it's the Hyperdome.
Well, I like when they really go for it with the name for shops, because we just got Northland,
Southland,
Shopping,
Eastland,
and then High Point, which doesn't fit.
Yeah, they fucked it.
The funny thing with Hyperdome is Tuggeranong's such a nothing suburb. It's the most exaggerated.
Yeah, truly. Well, they had to give something exciting down there.
That's right.
Had to match Questacon, fit in with all those kind of names.
So obviously, as you mentioned, you're from Wollongong. How is we haven't had a band from Wollongong on the podcast. I suppose we've had Marcus tangentially.
We're the only one.
Yeah.
That's why.
But how shows that? I mean, obviously. We should also get this out of the way. You and I have known each other for probably 18 years.
No, it's more like
20?
20. I think I would have been 15 or 16 when I met you.
Yeah.
I'm 37 now.
Yeah.
So it's 20 plus years.
Yeah. But we started playing shows together and going to shows at in the same place, basically, because for a period, South Coast bands played in Canberra bands played in the South Coast.
Yeah.
And then every now and then all the bands would go to Sydney or something like that. But I mean, back in the day, a lot of those shows were the biggest shows that I could even imagine playing, playing at the Maria Surf Club. And
I was talking to Maud's about this at High Vis, and it's I remember him from that show. He obviously, we didn't really know each other, but I'm I remember seeing you at Maria Surf Club when Break Even played there. And he's like, that was one of the best shows ever.
Yeah. It was crazy.
South Coast kids going turbo in the golf club. It was great.
I think Murph still wears that L.O.W Fest t-shirt.
Yeah.
which is from 2007 or something.
And isn't the L.O.W Fest t-shirt, isn't the guy on it just Thrasher Dom?
Yeah.
Canberra?
It 100% is. Yes. But that was, that show was a huge, big one for us. I remember at least, because Break Even played it, and it was a bigger band. But it was one of those, it was the experience that I don't think exists really anymore. Of we were there drinking $2 Tooheys New cans at the Maria Surf Club, and between bands, people were just playing the pokies.
Yeah.
So it was,
And none of us were 18.
yeah, it was like
It's a very New South Wales story. And we played the pokies in between.
It's the most South Coast shit you can imagine.
yeah.
That pokies thing's funny. It's like we've been down here and you can't find a pokey in pubs, which is good.
No, yeah.
Which
We
is
haven't
good
been
ultimately,
You
but
just
that's
have to go to the right type of pub
Yeah.
where they've got 200 pokies. We're really all or nothing down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, there's a few, and it's really the only venues here that do have it are like the Woolworths pubs, you know, like the Croxton. But the Croxton's not. I mean, it's like a 900 cap venue. It's massive, but
I would say it's the outlier.
it's the outlier.
You know,
yeah.
it's a music venue, and then you go in the front, and it's like a normal pub where you can
play pokies.
play pokies.
But it's very funny because shows, like big shows, happen there obviously, and then you go into and the front bar's open till like 4 a.m. and the pokies are on, and you go in the front bar and it's just like all the people that got so pissed at the show that want to keep drinking, but the only place they're going to be allowed in is the front bar that's got
venue.
pokies.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, growing up that was a huge thing. But then also it was going, you know, to those various cities and playing house shows and playing, you know, weird little things. What's it like playing in Wollongong at the minute? Like I haven't been there in fucking ages.
I think, like in short, playing in Wollongong at the minute, there's like the music scene in Wollongong's great.
Yeah.
The support and, you know, like camaraderie between bands is great. I'm not saying hardcore or punk bands though.
Yeah, sure.
So like, you know, we're relatively the only hardcore band in Wollongong. There's still like punk bands that have been there for ages. Like guys have been doing it for 20 plus years as a band.
Yeah.
There's those guys around, but like as far as hardcore goes, there's no hardcore bands.
Yeah.
The kids that are coming through are doing like a deathcore band here and there.
Yeah.
But they're not really intermingled with everyone else to a degree.
Because was it Rad, the venue there
Yeah.
for a while?
Yeah.
I remember like playing there a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because it felt like that when that was kind of going, that was sort of the peak of, you know, maybe more punk stuff happening in
For sure.
in Wollongong. Yeah.
We've still got like, we've got a couple of really good venues that are really, really like community focused and really like huge supportive of live music, local bands. So Dicey Riley's, the Irish pub,
Yep.
top of town,
I've played there.
great pub.
Yeah.
Like scary pub,
Yeah.
could get stabbed in the pokies. But
Yep.
Great live music venue at the same time.
Yeah, I think I Exist has played there before. Many years ago.
They've been doing it forever, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we've got La La La's, which is like a venue ran by, and Luca knows heaps more about this because I think he did a lot with them back in the day.
Yeah, I booked there for like 4 years.
Yeah.
But there's two guys that run that and they put on live music Wednesday to Sunday every week. That's all they do. It's a live music bar. They do the trivia and stuff on a Monday, of course.
Yeah.
But like these are guys that are staking their whole livelihood on running a live music venue just so there's somewhere for bands to play.
Yeah, that's it.
Hugely important people for us in our community, and what they do for the community is huge. Like, I know it's a really long-winded answer to your question, but
This is a podcast, mate. You
Yeah.
can talk for as long as you want.
it's never usually a problem. But like, so we did a fundraising show around Christmas time, and those guys are so cool. Like, we booked the venue. We didn't like pay any of the bands. We just put on heaps of cases of piss.
Yeah.
They gave us like 3 with the booking or something like that, and we asked them for another couple and we'd take it out of the show fee. They didn't take it out. They didn't charge us production costs. Like,
Yeah, sick.
they're just some of the best people running that stuff. And like, I think although Wollongong is small, the fact that it is small and we do struggle to sort of have spaces and get out of Wollongong and play in different places means that the people who are involved, it's super, super tight.
Yeah.
Super fraternal, and everyone like really backs each other regardless of style.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's like obviously, you know, you've all played in other bands and things like that as well. And I mean, I think the thing that always, you know, I experienced when I was a kid was like everyone's bands are different sounding. They're kind of weird. They're never like the same normal thing from a big city or whatever. Which then makes you interesting and then, you know, gives you something different to be.
The real freak shit comes from the small places.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, like, so the other thing we were talking about last night is the song bongs, like a big thing from like our era of music. That's still bands are covering this song.
It's crazy. We had it like that show that we put on. We had this. How would you describe? They're called Ash Pit, but we call them Ass Pit because they suck.
They're just like
we love them though.
Young frothers who like always come to our shows and fucking legends.
Chat like the chats. Right?
Okay,
I think I'm gonna fucking hate that comparison.
It's like egg punks, like
but
GG.
Oh yeah,
that sort of thing.
Like it's almost stolen valor on bongs because they're so young. It's nothing to do with them, but somehow it's come down.
It keeps
the line.
going.
It
Yeah,
perpetuates. Yeah.
One time we played. I remember. There used to be they like Destroy Lines around like a nightclub in Wollongong for a brief period. And was that a strip club? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, Fever?
Yeah. It was at Fever,
Which is down from Dicey's. It's on the same block.
Okay.
and it was called Night Eats Day or
Something like that. Yeah. And before I just went to Europe, I'm more than happy to put this on record. Well, when I just went to Europe, we were like, we need to make some money before we go because like we're not going to make enough money over there. So we played a bunch of these Dow Club shows, and one of them was at the club in Wollongong.
Oh yeah.
And we got there, and they were like, we heard the bar staff basically like explaining like, all right, there's just going to be a bunch of freaks in here for the next like 3 hours, and then we got to get them hard load out so we can get the strippers in. Like, and it was like, and we were just like, this is so funny. And then we finished our set, and like as at the time happened, people just started yelling out, "Play bongs," and then. So we did, and then we played it once, then we all swapped instruments and played it again, and then swapped instruments again and played it a third time. And then when it finished, the one of the guys from the venue was like, man, I don't know what you guys, like, I don't know any of your music, but that last song rocked. And we were like, yep, people love it.
If only people knew. Like we know the author of bongs.
Yeah, and the band.
I love how too. It's like we got to get the freaks out. There's going to be freaks here, and then it turns into a strip club. It's like,
yeah.
Who's the real freaks? Bro?
Who's the real freak? Yeah, but no, that was like still that's one of my like fondest. I mean, in the show was whatever show, but like that. Made it so funny.
Shout out Eddie Morgan. Shout out Johnny United.
Yeah.
South Coast.
Yeah. Cheers, Tens and Butt. If you're ever listening. But I mean, so obviously by part of that though, a lot of the shows you guys are playing are in Sydney. You live in Sydney, obviously. Yeah. So absolutely filthy.
How does that work?
Don't worry, he'll fucking tell you Sydney so quickly.
I'll just have to fucking come down to Wollongong every other week and not bitch about it.
As soon as you say something, dude, you're so fucking out. Just waiting.
But so playing a lot in Sydney then, I suppose, is the
well, I would say like that's where we're at now. We've been a band for about 2 years. It started off just me writing stuff, putting it online. Working with, I don't know if you know Brooke from the brand 10 Paces back in Yeah, Brooke Robertson, me and him just bounced some ideas around. I think we did like 3 or 4 songs, put them online.
Yeah.
And then someone that we know booked a show for the band that didn't exist. And I had to find the rest of the band in that. And I was like,
that's a good way to start.
Hey, Luca, you've got a bass. Like, come and do it. So like from that inception to now, we've played in Sydney a bit, but majority of shows are played in Wollongong.
Yeah, right.
Like we played Lars in Wollongong like 13 or 14 times in 2024.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm pretty sure. From April to December, it was like 13 times.
Yeah.
A residency there.
Yeah. Oh, it really.
At least once a month.
Yeah, at least once a month. But like we've been super lucky in the regard of like Last Ride and Maddo and stuff like that, bringing shows through, will always put us on the bill because, I mean, he doesn't really have a fucking choice. But we always got to play. And as far as like maturing as a band, being able to play so much conveniently close to home has been huge for us. We're really trying to branch out of that now. Like, fuck, we're still going to play in Wollongong every second weekend. Sure. But we're just trying to do less of the same shit in Wollongong and try and do stuff like we did this weekend. Yeah.
And you guys went to Queensland, right? And you've been doing like, so I mean, it's starting to happen. Yeah.
But it's slow.
We're only here, what, a bit over a month ago?
Yeah.
Well,
We've been real fortunate. Like, Jay Blurter and a bunch of the guys from Toe to Toe and then the Grim Reality guys, for some reason, like our band. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm cool with
You
it.
haven't asked.
Yeah, I'm not asking Scott Mack or Dimo why they like my band. You know what I mean? Just gonna fucking shut up.
Yeah, let them have it.
Yeah. We've been super fortunate, man. Like if they hadn't taken us up there, we wouldn't have gone there of our own volition yet.
Yeah.
And even coming down here in November when we come down with Toeies and that, if we hadn't had that opportunity with them, we would have had to self-book, and we looked into that.
Yeah.
And it was like, do we do this? Do we not do it? Is it going to flop? So, a lot of it's like hard work, but a lot of it's fucking luck as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's good like it's good just getting out there and doing it. I mean, the show you did last time, like getting to play Frankston as well, which is like a cool little microcosm of its own. Like, and also
LT was there.
Yeah.
LT was there. And
he
said,
lives really close.
That set rocked. And I was like, you're fucking belty, dude.
That's the only.
Made the trip worth it.
I tried to be so cool about it, but I was like,
I mean, we're just.
Dave introduced me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to be cool, man. Like, I know.
Don't blow it.
I blew it. Straight up.
It's very funny. Like, I guess from living here for so long now, like, I had the same thing. Like, I mean, the first time Slowburn played a Mind Snare show at the Art House once, and I remember like all of us walking in and being like, well, that's it. Don't need to play music anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we've done it now.
That's a thing of like, not saying Canberra and Wollongong, like they're the same as far as like, you know, it's a bit more out there. It's a bit more regional. Canberra's obviously a bigger city, but like it's a similar vibe.
Yeah.
Going anywhere else and playing a show and seeing these people who you don't believe are real.
Yeah, yeah. You've only seen them in photos.
Yeah. And then it's just a guy and he's like, oh, it was a good set. And you're like,
yeah. I mean, he lives like around the corner.
Stop. Don't ruin it for me. Belty came to Frankston just to see my band.
But yeah, like, I mean, and I would say that venue is it feels very similar to me to doing stuff that we did when we were younger.
Absolutely.
Like, and I really like playing there just because of that. And like, because it also just has like
freaks.
All the freaks are there. All the freaks are there. And all like the kids are there that are becoming freaks. You know, like
it's the freak pipeline.
It's a safe space.
Venues like that too. Like you mentioned Rad before.
Yeah.
And it was very like Rad kind of didn't make sense on paper or like, because it was just like this little room.
Was it a cafe?
Well, yeah, because it was Yours and Ours before. It was called Yours and Ours before Yours and Ours was what it is now.
Yeah,
that was the venue, and then
thing,
it was the handover when Dan took it over, and I don't know, just sort of like it was just very much like time and place kind of thing, which is sometimes like like the Singing Bird stuff is just like happening now, which is mad. But yeah, I mean,
even the Baronia thing, like I know the guys from Life They Regret are trying to make the Baronia thing a thing, and it will be based on what we saw like yesterday. There's I think so many kids there frothing.
I think that's like the 4th or 5th show they've done there recently, and I think all of them have been going well. Like,
well, I mean, like you say, it is very much a time and place thing, and it's like, I remember playing Rad in a short burst of time, and then it's like, all right, well, it's been a couple of years, it'll move on to something else.
Nothing's quite like we said, like La La La's opened up shortly after Rad closed, but it's a much, it's a bigger venue, higher production and stuff. And, Rad is now this fuck-ass fucking steakhouse. They built on the corner.
Yuppie fucking steakhouse.
But it's, but the Rad, like if Rad was there now, like there has to be the people and bands at the time and it just sort of all lines up, like I don't know if it would be like that if it was there now.
Isn't it the thing that's where Rad, it's so funny because Rad was such like a DIY grungy venue, and now it's like, I'm pretty sure the restaurant is a champagne bar / steakhouse. And it's just like the worst fucking people go there.
I never played there, I don't think, but I definitely went there with Harm's Way. And
Harm's Way played there.
Yeah.
And like
someone jumped off the like staircase thing.
Yeah. It's funny because like Basement played there.
Yeah.
And then you watch the footage of Basement playing with Turnstile in the Horden Pavilion and shit.
Yeah.
In Wollongong.
When last time they were here, I was talking about that tour with them, and they were like, it is so like, because even last time they were here for that the thing that fest that
New Bloom,
that Drain played, and
they played Wollongong on that at Dicey Rise.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was like we were talking about at that, just that they had played. They'd came here initially and played like the Footscray Youth Centre and shit, and then they were playing like this fucking shed in Port Melbourne, like, and then did that again with Turnstile recently, but which is awesome to see. But it is crazy that a lot of these experiences once occurred in like a cafe in Wollongong.
Yeah. The basement thing's funny. I think we've got like and this is totally not on their side. This is just my belief.
Yeah.
We have like a connection, Wollongong and basement.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that rad show is like, they would, I don't know, fuck, maybe they wouldn't, but everybody talks about that being like historic, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I remember seeing big, like crazy photos from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the most recent one they did as a sideshow to New Bloom, Dicey's is like a normal Irish pub. It was like 350 people in the front of it.
It was a Tuesday night.
There's a pylon in the middle, so people just climb up the pylon and fucking stage dive and shit. Like it was cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, well, and I think those things is like those venues exist for a short time. These crazy shows happen there, and it's like we can't replicate that.
Yeah,
it just happens. Like,
time and place.
Yeah, like, and you wonder. You hope to like, and I think with the Baronia thing, it's like you got to have a space for like younger kids to have that as well. But yeah,
that's a big part of the reason that like we even did the band. I started doing songs and stuff again was like me and Aaron said, growing up, we had such a cool community between Wollongong itself. There was more than a handful of bands. There was always shows at the PCYC every fucking weekend. We'd go to Canberra. You guys would come up on a Thursday night for shows at the youth centre. Like there was always something happening.
Yeah.
And then getting to like, the last couple of years, getting to like 35 and sort of looking back on stuff and going, well, where's that now? And that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's no Thursday night youth centre. There's no under 18s venues. There's no young bands. Maybe I'm just fucking old and out of touch. But
I think the same thing. But I think there is also, I don't think councils and shit like that make it easy anymore. No. Like they've put in so many. Like I mean, it was a big talk for a while here, but like there was Speed had this show booked at the Footscray Youth Centre, which had been doing shows for fucking 20 years or whatever. And then the council pulled the show, as far as I understand. I could be talking out of turn, but as far as I understand, the council just pulled the show because they saw videos of people like being silly at speed shows and decided like it wasn't going to be safe.
The potential for risk is too high. Yeah.
They didn't speak to Speed. They didn't speak to Candace. They didn't talk to anyone who had anything to do with it about their concerns or do things like put on more security or do this or have a first aid person or like they didn't speak to anyone. They just decided like we saw a video where someone did a stage dive. We don't want someone
zero risk appetite as opposed to having a risk management strategy.
Yeah. And truly like, and I mean, the thing that they're cutting away there, what they're, voiding the whole purpose of what the venue is meant to be. It's meant to be a safe space for kids to be doing stuff. So you got to figure out a way for them to do it. Cause if they're not going to do it there, then they are going to go do it someplace that isn't safe.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and we've had that same struggle. I that was like quite a notorious one that was well publicized with the Speed show. And we by no means are we shitting on them, but like Luca and the boys have contacted Wollongong Youth Centre numerous times and like, we want to put on all ages shows.
Yeah.
Purpose of starting the band was to get more kids to play in bands. So, like, do this band for however long it lasts, but then at least a bunch of kids will be doing bands and it's, I've done my job, see you later.
Yeah.
But like the youth centers don't write back, or it's like we're not really interested in doing that.
Yeah,
that was one of we got. We're like, you don't even know what we do. Like,
they're more, have to say it like that.
They're more keen to just do little showcases of underage bands that are already like a thing there, which I get. But like, how are these kids going to grow as musicians and like find new avenues in music and find some shit they didn't even know about if they're not being put in these lineups with
if they're not being subjected to old heads?
Yeah. They're not being punished like by cunts like that.
They're not having old unks hit them up.
You made my fucking year when I saw you in Sydney a little while ago and you introduced me as an old head and I'm like, I'm finally there, boys.
Yeah.
It's finally out there.
Well, I mean, the thing for me has been very funny. Like I don't know, it's not that it wasn't happening, but I feel like a lot of people of our age bracket have like had kids and had, are having grown up lives, but are still trying to keep engaging with it. We were talking about it just yesterday, how like, I think there's a real difference now I feel like when I was younger, it was really young people or really old people existing kind of separate to one another, and then every now and then they would come in together. Whereas now it feels like maybe part of the reason why everything is operating in such a healthy manner is that everyone is doing the same shows together. Like the spectrum of like 17-year-olds through to 50-somethings are playing the same shows and are attending shows. And like, I mean, again, like Belty's a good example, like of a guy who's like, he's just still going to the shows down there. And like, you know, same thing, like even this week, like Lloyd, who was in Hit List and stuff like that, like posting videos on his Instagram of him at Turnstile in Sydney. And then the next day, like posting like wild archive photos of like Mindsnare playing house shows and shit.
Yep.
And it's like, these people are still going, they're still participating, they're still part of it, you know, and it's cool that, you know, he goes to see this thing that's like every kid on earth is at this show. And then that's gassed him up to go like dig up all these crazy photos. And then young people who see his Instagram get excited to see photos that, oh, this legendary band once played the same shit we did, you know, like it's cool, like to keep that circle moving with it all, you know.
It's real easy to get like, you know, that standard jaded old guy thing. It's real easy to get that way.
Yeah.
But when you go to a show and you catch the vibe again.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not a big vibe guy, but sometimes you get
well, I would
the
say
vibe.
I would say that show that you're talking about that we saw each other at which was the speed show, the one at Mary's. Yeah. That got me like so gassed up.
Yeah.
I mean, Extortion played the night before and it was fun, but like I think I was more revved up about that show the next day because there was actually children there, like straight up 8 years old kids there.
Yeah.
And I mean, also, I think I have talked about it, but like I've never seen a security guard get as knocked out
straight up flatlined. Like
I've never seen a man so horizontal from a stray hand, whatever.
I couldn't watch it because I was like, that guy's dead. For sure he's dead.
He got carried out like on he was like a plank and it was like 4 other security guards carrying him out.
And he was out for
he was
out for 5 minutes.
Minutes.
Fuck.
And
it was psycho.
Believe it or not, like I've been knocked out a fair few times.
This guy?
Weird.
And yeah, being out for that long.
No good.
Nah, not good. Not good.
But aside from that, I mean, I hope he's okay. But it was funny. Aside from that, I did get like that show made me like so gassed up for what was happening there. I mean, and again, like, you know, we've sung the praises of a lot of bands like that for quite a while on the podcast, but like it just felt like such a cool thing. And, you know, the venue is sick. Thank you for letting me play there a couple of weeks ago.
Anytime, mate. Let's get Extortion in there.
We should. We definitely have to go to Sydney again. So, but like just the vibe at those things really feels really positive right now.
Yeah. And I mean, the older you get, the more you need that, I think. Like even going to like Pro Team last night.
Yeah.
You know, all the bands were sick, but like seeing Timepiece and seeing those guys, seeing Alan from Just Say Go rocking out, seeing Robin rocking out, like seeing that and just being like, yeah, these people are the same as me and they're still doing the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I can still do the thing. It's not weird.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to tell anyone at work about it. It's weird enough to just tell them, oh, I don't know, I've got a cold every time I go back something like this. But,
every Monday I've got a cold.
Yeah. Oh, no, I got strangled at jiu-jitsu. It's just like, would rather say the worst shit than telling you playing a band.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing that and then seeing Pro Team and just like, I don't know, it's almost like a conduit back to being 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
which is mad because mentally I'm still there.
Yeah. Well, and I think the other thing too is that like, I mean, obviously there is a real sort of Peter Pan-ness to hardcore, but I mean, I think the other thing as well is like, yeah, if I was not going to be as into this, I would have already given up. Like I've definitely am locked in for good now, you know.
I had my I had my breather. I dropped out, got married, had kids, got divorced, and then come back to it. So like,
needed that to kick you back in.
Yeah.
Long service,
re-energized.
Yeah, you had to have a spell.
Yeah, had a quick spell, and then
you need to go get some trauma to come back.
Life was too good. Life was too good.
What was the process of putting the band together and then you guys joining? How long was that kind of period?
It was funny, hey. Like we got booked on that show when it was World Peace and Cell Rot when they
Oh yeah.
And like, you know, we had 3 songs of our own.
I didn't realize it was that recently. I thought that's wild.
Nah, it was wild because none of us could do anything. So playing this show, I knew Luca and Tommy, the guitarist, because we just used to drink together at the Illawarra Hotel.
Good.
Still do, mate.
We're all, you live in Sydney now. We're all part of the Resh's Appreciation Society.
Good.
So,
Shout out.
we used to drink beers together.
$6 schooners, Illawarra.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. $5.25 at the Harp Hotel.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, that's
Price check.
I'm really
Come.
better days.
Come, bro. But yeah, so it was basically like, oh fuck, I've got to play a show with this band that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's just been on the internet. Luca's like, oh, I play the bass. Fucking liar. Like Luca had a bass.
That means you play the bass.
I love Luca so much, but he's the youngest person in the band, so he gets all of my shit.
You got it.
Yeah.
Unk got to give it to somebody.
Light him up every day. Yeah, and then Tom plays guitar.
Yeah.
Guys were like, I like to tangent, but I like to think about it like this. Like myself and Brad come from the punk rock side of hardcore.
Yes.
Skateboarding, No Effects, Propaganda, No Use for a Name, all that SoCal punk shit.
Yeah.
And then Tom and Luca are like the Dungeons and Dragons side of hardcore. Like the strange.
Fucking hear him laughing.
Laughing from the peanut gallery.
Like the strange, like more metal, obscure, like, you know,
Wearing the
Lucas'
full of hell hat right
favorite,
now.
his favorite bands like Aborted Postnatal Abortion or some shit. I don't know.
Me too, man.
Yeah, you're real like, on the fence with both.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I don't know how we got there. But yeah, so Luca and Tommy both like, yeah, we play. I'm like, cool. We get together. Brooke still does in Western Sydney, couldn't play drums.
Yep.
So we got a young guy called Lewis to play drums for us who like likes hardcore, was just getting into it.
Yeah.
But had never played it before. And like practices, he was like a man holding on to a live eel. He's like
could barely get it.
He was hitting the drums with such like a man just holding on for his dear life. It was, I fucked with it.
Yeah.
I liked seeing it. But so we did that one show. We played 3 of our own songs and we did a Negative Approach cover.
Great.
4-song
Big
first
set.
show, big set.
Yep.
And then it just sort of snowballed from there. Like Lewis, as in a bunch of other bands, he couldn't do it. Brooke came and played one show and just figured out it was way too hard to try and manage with family and coming from Western Sydney. I
didn't play. That was the first one I played.
What was that?
Second show. That was Restraining Order.
Yeah, we were super lucky that all these bands were coming through at the time we started to. So we say time and place. We're also in the right time and place for that, I think.
Yeah. Sick.
I knew Brad.
We kind of used to be enemies. It was weird. We had this like.
Bro, there's no fight for you.
There was no. We didn't. There was no.
I was your.
Well, no. The beef was there was like a guy. Like we won't go on into it too much, but like a guy who was my best mate turned out to be a fucking snake, and he didn't like Dave. So therefore, I didn't like Dave. But there was no fucking actual thing. I didn't even know you.
You'd be shocked.
And then
this is not the first time someone's talked about a beef on this podcast.
Yeah. But then as soon as that cunt flaked, it's like, oh, we actually get along great. Of course we do.
The one common denominator is gone.
Yeah.
We're almost the same dude. We're just like the before and after of a fat photo. So knew Brad socially. Brad's in a really fucking good band. He's a really good guitarist. He's a band called Razors Wolves. And I'm like, hey, you can really fucking play the guitar.
Yeah.
Do you want to come and play my dumb shit that's real easy to play? And he was like,
no, I asked you if I could play.
Oh yeah, I was never going to ask you. Fucking, after that fucking standoff we had. One thing about me, I'll never concede. So I think, you hit us up and you're like, come in, play guitar. And I knew you could fucking play, so it was a no-brainer. God bless Tommy. He's good value, but he's not that good. Love you, Tom. And then Brian, our drummer, we're looking for a drummer, and I am a bit of one of those jiu-jitsu guys, like the 4 pathways you can take.
Yeah.
30. I chose the jiu-jitsu one.
You got divorced.
Yeah.
Couldn't do barbershops.
Barbecue.
Barbecue's too dirty.
Barbecue's like too time consuming. Motorcycles, I'm good. So I chose the jiu-jitsu avenue. And Brian went to the same gym as I did, Fight Gym, and he's like a co-owner of it. We just got talking.
Yeah.
Found out he played in a bunch of bands, sort of semi-local to us.
Yeah.
Bit older, whatever else. So it's one of those things where it's like we weren't like the band of best friends.
Yeah.
But circumstantially come together, and now it's like this is our crew.
Yeah.
Still got all of our own like mates and shit, but I spend most of my time with these fucking people now.
Yeah.
And it's sick. It's the best.
I mean, and I think the other thing too is you get older doing this stuff as well. Like you kind of just, I find like I'm more than happy to play with people that I don't know as long as they are nice people.
Yeah.
But I would say like, I've become much better friends with like Lee and Marcus and those guys through like just hanging out with Potion so much, and then all right, they can just be in my band too. Like, and that it's easier for me to play with like two guys from Sydney than meet people I don't like in Melbourne. Like if I'm like, well, they're my friends and they're really good. They know what they're doing. They like my band. Like it's easy.
It is like, I mean, I know the theme of the whole fucking chat we're having, but it is like that just right person, right time, right place sort of thing. Even with us, like Tom owns a rehearsal studio.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a thing, we wouldn't have as much access to practice. It just would have.
It's also behind Dicey's.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect.
and next
just load straight in.
Next to the train station when fucking City Boy wants to go.
That playing with friends thing, like I've never played in a band with people, like, because you hear about people not liking the people in their band, and I'm like,
what do you mean you hear about it?
But like, who's fucking got the time for that? Like, it's so much effort and time, and like, you love it, but if you're not even enjoying hanging out with the people and then fucking
I mean,
like odd thing when you hear about people who are like, or they're doing their band, they're like, oh well, this band makes money, so we still do it. And you're like, must be nice.
Well, I mean, my thing is, I also do think that is a real like kind of big smoke problem though, because I mean, like, again, being from a small place, like you don't really have the capacity, like, because if you don't like someone, then like everyone knows, and that's the end of it. Like
in your scene of 20 freaks, you're down a friend straight away.
Yeah.
You have to band together to protect ourselves from the jocks.
Well, I mean, my thing moving here was like, when I moved here was the first time I'd ever started like playing music with people I didn't know, because people were like, he was in that band, he can play guitar. And so like I would start doing that. Or even like when we started Outright, for example, was like I was hanging out with Yells and she wanted to start a band. And
shout out to Yells, former Wollongong head.
Yeah, truly. And when we started the band, it was like I didn't know the other people in the band other than Yells, but then I became friends with all of them.
Yeah.
But then like other than that, like, I mean, I still found myself being very protective of that. Like if I did meet people I didn't like, I wouldn't like, I wouldn't be like, I don't like you, but I would like afterwards be like, maybe we can find someone else to play guitar. Like that's not the person I need to be seeing every Thursday night.
Like there's two types of people. There's like me, where I don't like you until I get to know you for a long time. Or people are like more like Brad and Luca, who are like, I'll like you until you disappoint me. I'm like, I'll hate you until you do something good. And
you found each other. So everything worked out.
Got a lot of sections of people here. And they're in the Dungeons and Dragons side of things.
I can't help it. It's what we do in Wollongong. We marginalise people.
So recording, you've got stuff on the internet. What's the plan coming up?
So after everyone come together, we played a bunch of gigs, like we said. We recorded a EP 7-inch last year, put it out in March. 4 songs on that. And we did another song at the end of last year, which was supposed to be a tie over till we wrote more songs, but unfortunately I'm not sad anymore. I've really rinsed all the ex-wife content.
You got to find something else. Got to find another.
Dumped on again.
Please don't do that. I can't handle it again. My girlfriend now's too hot for that. So I got a couple of songs ready. I think we're going to try and put something out at the end of the year. But because I'm ADHD as fuck, I need to do something before that as well. So we'll probably there's one ready to go. We'll probably put that out sort of, I don't know, mid-year. June.
We don't need a date.
We don't need a date. But
It's coming.
yeah, we're
Watch
gonna
this
do
space.
something else. Put something out. Sort of April, May, June, as soon as I can, without these guys getting up my ass about it.
Yeah.
And then try to do a bit of a longer release at the end of the year.
Yeah. Sick.
But we're lucky, man. Like we've got a good relationship with Deaf Force Studios. Dan Antics there, so going to record's not like a cumbersome thing.
Yeah.
It's fun. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
So it works out well.
Good one. And any shows coming up? Anything you can plug? Or this will come out.
Oh, yeah.
In weeks.
Well, it'll be over by then.
So it was great.
Yeah, it was fun. We've got like 4 shows coming up.
Oh yeah.
Human Condition.
Yep.
Some
Sick.
younger people from the Sunshine Coast.
Yep.
They're SCHC, Sunshine Coast. We're South Coast, so it's like the SCHC showdown.
Yep.
It's not really a competition. We're doing Canberra, Wollongong, Newey, Sydney for over 4 days. And obviously my voice will hold up well.
You're prepared for this.
So ready. So ready. So looking forward to that. And then, taking some time to fucking try and write some songs because all we've done is try to play shows and now
you're out of material.
nothing. Got nothing. Speaking of material, so like, did you ever find out who that fucking guy was that was rinsing you about like the comedy shit on the podcast?
No, you about to reveal it was you?
He told me that at the pub last night, and I was like, I can't wait.
Nah, good shit, man.
It was a real long game. So if you ever got on the pod, I was telling the boys, I'm like, and I'll bring in a bottle of Jameson. And as soon as he says comedy, I'll just start swinging.
Oh, that's good shit. Love it.
I didn't hate that you talked about comedy. I just wanted to be a dick.
No,
Hey,
it's
you got to gas up the comment section. Somebody's got to do it.
well, that's the thing. It's like we get no comments on Spotify. It was like, who's this one motherfucker?
Wait for the episode to come.
Yeah.
A lot of free time the week I don't have my kids.
Well, jump in the comments of Spotify if you're out there. Comedy Fest is coming up. So.
I'll be drinking.
What do you got? You got Comedy Fest coming up.
Yeah, Melbourne Comedy Fest coming up. When sip up. This guy's gonna be well hydrated. So end of March, yeah.
Yeah, nice. But I don't know. I think the only thing that I'll have left to do by the time this is on the internet is the Frankston show, Flipping the Bird. That Aglow's playing.
Yeah, that's fucking huge, eh?
Yeah, it'll be really fun. Extortion played it a couple of years ago and it was great. Stu, who runs it, was playing the show last night.
Frankston Stew
was there, ripping it up on
It
guitar.
ripped, hey? It was like, I was saying it reminded me of like the hardcore Friends of Rom songs.
Yeah.
You know, they have
Truly
heavy songs in the middle. Like just was all like that.
I didn't realize he shredded so hard on guitar. So I'm gonna have to talk to him about that now. So I got that. But thanks for coming and chatting with us, fellas.
Dude, thanks for having us. It's nice to have a chat with you after me and Aaron met at Maria Golf Club. He was eating a schnitzel. He had the longest fucking hair. And he was just sitting there with this big schnitty. And that's like my first memory of him. So
I love that.
Come and have a yarn's like real good full circle shit, man.
Fuck yeah.
Cut to him now, no hair, drinking water.
Yeah, I've grown up. It's hard being an adult.
God only made so many good herbs.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.